Hello and welcome to episode 106 of WITM. It is time for Monday Night Raw. According to the Universe calendar, we are about 24 hours removed from SummerSlam, and here in WITM we had an exciting SummerSlam weekend as things started off on NXT TakeOver Brooklyn with WITM's newest member, AOT Master, picking up his first victory in WITM and his pay-per-view and NXT TakeOver debut, making quick work of Raul Mendoza. And then on the SummerSlam kickoff show, Gerald, in what turned out to be an instant classic, picked up his second straight victory over Samoa Joe after four signature big boots and three spears, his finisher. And then in the main event, Corey overcame what seemed to be insurmountable odds, defeating the Universal Champion Kevin Owens, completing his year-and-a-half long journey from the bottom of the NXT rankings to back to the top of the mountain as a major champion, the Universal Champion, on Monday Night Raw. The new Universal Champion, Corey, is making his way to the ring. He's going to speak about that year-and-a-half long journey and how it feels to finally be a Universal Champion and a major champion once again. So let's listen in and hear what Corey has to say. Corey begins speaking. First things first. Words cannot describe how great it feels to stand here in Brooklyn tonight as the Universal Champion. And as you can probably imagine, I've spent a lot of time over the past 24 hours reflecting. And the moment that kept coming back to me was a moment in May 2017, 15 months ago. I was in an NXT ring about a month after Andrew Spudstrong knocked me off my pedestal and defeated me not once, but twice at WrestleMania 33 in the Three Stages of Hell series, forcing me to surrender my spot on SmackDown Live and the WWE Championship, as well as starting all over again at the very bottom of the NXT rankings. And I fully deserved it, because I let pride, jealousy, and greed consume me the last time I stood in the ring as a major champion. And because of that fact, I stood in that ring that night and made a promise that I would regain everything I had lost and be a major champion once again. But this time, I would be a champion that the WWE Universe would be proud of. The first part of that goal, after 1.5 years, has finally come. I am the Universal Champion. So now it's time to focus on that second part, being a champion that you all can be proud of, and rebuilding my image. But if I am going to rebuild my image, first I need to decide exactly what image I want to rebuild myself in. After all, you could say I've gone through a bit of an identity crisis over the years. I went from being an eliminator, to a gamer, to a controversial holy warrior, to a Purity Society member, to a good holy warrior, to the future of the WWE, to regenerating and refreshing, to the good chosen one with Drew McIntyre, to the bad chosen one on Team Vince, and back to the good Holy Warrior again. Now you may have noticed there's a few repetitions in there. No matter how many times I try to update my image, there are two that I always come back to. That of the Chosen One, and that of the Holy Warrior. And therein lies the image I want to portray myself as in the future, because they are the very fiber of my being. I am the Chosen One, chosen to be the new face of Monday Night Raw as its new Universal Champion. Chosen to lead by example, whether that be inspiring up-and-coming talent, mending fences with people I've wronged in the past, or by showing a different way to live via a straight-edge lifestyle. Chosen for greatness, for it is in the very definition of my name. And I am also the Holy Warrior. With the help and power of the Lord who strengthens me, I fight battles each and every day. Whether that be here in the ring, or the war in my mind between the new me I wish to be, or the old me that was filled with pride, greed, and jealousy. Or whether that be defying all the people who say I couldn't be a successful WWE superstar. I couldn't ever be forgiven for things I've said and done in the past. I couldn't win the big one, and I couldn't defeat a superstar like Kevin Owens. The list goes on and on. So you put those two very important aspects of me and my being together, the Holy Warrior and the Chosen One, and that makes me the Chosen Warrior. And that is how I want to be seen going forward. So now, with that said, on to business here in the ring. Any good Chosen Warrior needs to be constantly battle ready, constantly ready to defend himself and what is important to him at any given moment. Things like this Universal Championship. And I think I know a good moment to do battle and defend that Universal Championship. Tonight, in the main event of Monday Night Raw here in Brooklyn. So, I'm inviting any Universal Championship contender to meet me in this ring here tonight in the main event, or as I like to call it, the War Zone, and just try to take my throne as Universal Champion. Because I am the Chosen Warrior, a one-man army, chosen for greatness, and always battle ready.
Salad and appetizers are over, and now it's time for the main course.
Singles action coming your way.
We've been waiting a long time for this. The championship is up for grabs right here. Next,
We have Dean Ambrose against an imposing adversary.
The stakes are high and the superstars are ready.
Alright, so Corey saying that from now on he wants to fulfill his promise to be a champion that the WWE Universe can be proud of as his new persona that he wants to be going forward, combining two personas he keeps coming back to, that of the Chosen One and that of the Holy Warrior, now becoming the Chosen Warrior. And he's got new in-ring gear, as you can see, combining some of the flash he had as the Chosen One with somewhat fancy ring gear, and of course the element of being the Holy Warrior. Corey, now the Chosen Warrior, new ring gear, new attitude, a Universal Championship around his waist, and he has decided just 24 hours after going through a grueling match with Kevin Owens at SummerSlam to become Universal Champion. He wants to prove he is always battle ready by defending the Universal Championship tonight in the main event on Monday Night Raw in an open challenge. And the man that has answered the call, the man who recently returned to Monday Night Raw and wants to make a big impression upon his return by becoming a Universal Champion, the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose. He will be accompanied by his Shield brother, Seth Rollins. Let's get this Universal Championship matchup underway.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Universal Championship.
Singles action on its way, and it sounds like this arena is more than ready to kick this one off.
So is social media, Michael. The opening bell hasn't even rung, and yet both these superstars are already trending.
Well, he definitely looks ready for what's ahead of him here tonight, that's for sure.
I agree with that, Michael. In fact, I don't remember the last time I saw him in better shape than he's in right now.
Introducing the challenger from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 225 pounds, Dean Ambrose. Introducing the champion from Erie, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 296 pounds, he is the WWE Universal Champion, Corey.
Don't change that dial.
There is the prize on the line, the prize that Corey has climbed from the very bottom of the rankings on NXT to the top of the Raw rankings for a year and a half in order to achieve. But will he see that Universal Championship disappear from his grasp just 24 hours after winning. It would be devastating. Corey, of course, was under no obligation to defend the title yet. He could have waited until Hell in a Cell or until Braun Strowman chooses to cash in his Money in the Bank contract. He says, I, as a chosen warrior, I need to prove that I am always battle ready to defend my throne as Universal Champion. Issuing an open challenge, and is the lunatic fringe, Dean Ambrose, answering the call.
Easy to take down a champ. What kind of attack should he mount?
Now, normally Dean Ambrose would have the advantage on paper, but in this case, that is not the case. Corey,
win or lose, he's a superstar.
According to the game, number 5 in the power rankings, so Corey comes in with a massive boost to his attributes, coming in at an 89 overall rather than his base of 79.
Unpredictable superstars in sports entertainment today.
Thanks to becoming a Universal Champion. However, Dean Ambrose does have an equalizer of having Seth Rollins, his Shield brother, in his corner. We'll see if that plays a factor tonight or not. Corey with an out trip into the ropes. Ambrose evading Corey
on his head
and hitting the huge DDT.
Now we have
There's a knee to the head of Corey. Ambrose would love nothing more than to come back to Monday Night Raw and become a Universal Champion just a week later.
There's an excitement and chaos that follows Dean Ambrose wherever he goes.
Plunging, or rather Ambrose plunging the head of Corey into the
he leaves that ring victorious.
Arch up into the ropes.
Lunatic fringe so unpredictable is he can brawl. He can take it to the air.
Corey forced back to his feet. There's a right from Ambrose.
There may be no
and a reverse DDT.
Now there's the
reversal by Corey. Corey goes for cover.
Attempt here, and he doesn't stay down for long.
Ambrose powers out immediately.
A lot more punishment, I can promise you that.
Corey forcing Ambrose up and hits the reverse DDT. There's a reversal by Ambrose with an elbow strike to get back to his feet. And hit a swinging neck breaker. Ambrose goes for a cover. Do we have a new Universal Champion already? No, Corey powers out at Michael.
When this guy's on, look out.
Corey with a reversal gets back to his feet, going to his signature maneuver.
It's just a
targeting every single part of the body of Dean Ambrose and wasting no time.
The end of Dean Ambrose tonight.
Going for the crossface, but it will be reversed by Ambrose, and that could be a game changer. Corey could have walked out already, still Universal Champion, possibly. He locked in that crossface, but now Dean Ambrose has a free dirty deeds instead. That will be reversed by Corey. He's going to get his crossface right back into his arsenal.
Just carrying the opposition here.
But you can't carry your opponent.
Corey has Ambrose in a fireman's carry position.
Rough landing on that one.
And tosses him onto the top rope.
Ain't no stopping him now.
Kick to the leg. Forces Ambrose up. Corey with another signature maneuver, targeting every single part of the body of Ambrose.
This might be a good...
Can he do it here?
Does he remain Universal Champion?
No,
Corey in disbelief. Ambrose powers out at 2. Is he going to go for that crossface again? Yes, he is.
Looking very good for him right now.
Crossface locked in. Is Rollins going to try to provide a distraction here, or is he going to let this be a clean match? Rollins electing to let Ambrose and Corey fight it out clean, not providing any interference there. Corey nearly retaining his Universal Championship there, but Ambrose was somehow able to break the hold.
Not so fast.
Ambrose now trying to regain momentum, back on the attack, getting fired up.
This match is clearly taking its toll on the champ.
Not the start to the match that Ambrose has wanted, but now he's going into his comeback sequence. This will score him a free signature maneuver if he is successful,
Dean Ambrose has made up
and he
to get
is.
to work right now.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Sometimes all it takes is a basic strike.
Ambrose with a series of strikes and a headbutt to Corey. Ambrose seems to realize now just what's on the line. And not getting off the start he wanted, but now it's Ambrose turned the momentum in his favor, and now he's looking for dirty deeds. Good position, center ring. Can Corey reverse it again? Yes, he can. Another reversal by Corey of the dirty deeds, and he's wasting no time using that free finisher. Looking for another crossface, and it's locked in once again. Ambrose trying to get to a roach, but all he's doing is moving himself closer to center ring, and yet still he somehow fights on despite taking 2 signatures and 2 crossfaces that were locked in for a lengthy amount of time. Ambrose fights on. The Universal Champion is busted open, reopening that wound that Corey suffered last night at SummerSlam against Kevin Owens.
And once again, we see
huge EDT by Ambrose.
Hey, whatever works.
Stomp to the back of the head.
And his elbow finds the mark.
Elbow strike by Ambrose.
Shoulders down.
Do we have a new Universal Champion?
The champ kicks out.
No, Corey powers out at 2.
Wow, what's it going to take?
Oh, he's able to reverse it.
Corey with a reversal, but Ambrose right back on the attack. Ambrose has turned momentum back in his favor over the past few minutes. Can Corey get back in control?
Spectacular DDT drops him.
Or will we see a one-day-long reign for Corey after everything he went through to get to the Universal Championship?
Not sure how long this will last, but he's
Corey dumped on the outside. Of course, the match for Ambrose to become Universal Champion, he must defeat Corey inside the ring. But he may be looking to go outside and do a little bit of damage before trying to do that. No, he wants Corey back in that ring.
leg is hooked. Here we go.
Suplex by Ambrose. Ambrose in firm control right now, turning momentum into his favor after a slow start. Corey needs to get back on the attack soon, or he may see a very quick end to his reign. Dirty Deeds into a cover.
Gotta be it.
2.
Dean Ambrose becomes Universal Champion. And after a year and a half of fighting, clawing, and scratching from the very bottom of the NXT rankings to the top of the Raw rankings, Corey has to be devastated right now. I know this real life Corey is. Thanks a lot, Roman Reigns, for putting your Universal title on the line tonight and forcing me to as well, to keep up with real life. Corey's reign will end after just 24 hours.
WWE Universal Champion, Dean Ambrose.
What a back-and-forth battle that was.
Few things are more rewarding than that feeling of keeping your opponent's shoulders down for the 3 count.
That's exactly why these competitors are main eventers. What an amazing match.
All right, early on in the match, Corey was in firm control. Looked like he was doing everything right. He hit 2 signatures. He hit 2 crossfaces. He reversed the Dirty Deeds twice to earn himself 3 signatures and finishers. And yet Ambrose would find a way to turn momentum into his favor, busting Corey open, and then finally connecting with that Dirty Deeds. And just like that, just 24 hours after Corey ended his year-and-a-half-long journey from the bottom of the NXT rankings to finally being a major champion once again, he sees the Universal Championship slip from his grasp. Dean Ambrose is the new Universal Champion, and the Universal Championship is coming over to the newly reunited Shield that reunited once again in real life tonight, and so once again is a unit in WITM once again as well. I'm sure WITM Corey is devastated. I know real life Corey is. I was looking forward to at least defending the title again at Hell in a Cell, but in a Hell in a Cell matchup, but then good old Roman Reigns decided to defend the Universal title in real life tonight on Raw, and that forced me to do the same. And now 24 hours after winning the Universal title, I find myself without a title. Alright, but enough moping around and feeling sorry for myself, I guess. Let's see what else happened on Raw. Just one moment. Alright, in non-title women's action, the Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss defeated Sasha Banks. Dana Brooke defeated Ruby Riott. Titus Worldwide defeated Heath Slater and Rhino. Also in non-title action, the Authors of Pain picked up a victory over the Raw Tag Team Champions, The Revival. Braun Strowman picked up a victory over Tyler Breeze, no surprise there. Also in non-title action, the Intercontinental Champion Bobby Lashley defeated Seth Rollins, no decision for Kevin Owens. And Dean Ambrose is going to end Corey's Universal Championship reign, his first ever Universal Championship reign, at just one single solitary day. Dean Ambrose is your new Universal Champion. And now your Raw rankings. Alexa Bliss defeated Sasha Banks. Alexa remains champion, and Sasha remains at the bottom, number 11. Dana Brooke defeated Ruby Riott. Dana Brooke moves up to number 9. Ruby Riott falls to number 9. So Dana gets 2 spots up in the rankings. And your Raw Women's Championship rankings, the champion, Alexa Bliss. Number 1 contender, Sarah Logan. Number 2, Bayley. Number 3, Ember Moon. Number 4, Ronda Rousey. Number 5, Mickie James. Number 6, Alicia Fox. Number 7, Natalya. Number 8, Dana Brooke. Number 9, Ruby Riott. Number 10, Liv Morgan. Number 11, Sasha Banks. And then the Raw Tag Team Division. Titus Worldwide defeated Slater and Rhino, but Authors of Pain won as well. So Authors of Pain move up to number 2. Titus Worldwide moves up to number 3. Slater and Rhino fall to number 6. The Authors of Pain defeated The Revival. That is a non-title victory. Authors of Pain become number 1 contenders. The Revival, however, remain champions. And so your Raw Tag Team Championship rankings, The Revival are Raw Tag Team Champions. Number 1 contenders, the Authors of Pain. Number 2, The Ascension. Number 3, Titus Worldwide. Number 4, The Shield. Number 5, Ziggler and McIntyre. Number 6, Slater and Rhino. And number 7, the B Team. In the Intercontinental Championship rankings, one moment. It looks like the stream is having a little bit of issues here. Looks like we are back good now. Alright, back to the rankings. First of all, let me take Dean Ambrose, the new Universal Champion, out of the Intercontinental Championship rankings because he'll be focusing on defending the Universal Championship, and I will add Corey back to the Intercontinental Championship rankings. The already former Universal Champion, and now we can go to the Intercontinental title rankings. Braun Strowman defeated Tyler Breeze. Strowman moves up to number 14. Breeze falls to the bottom, number 19. Bobby Lashley defeated Seth Rollins through no decision for Kevin Owens. Lashley, of course, remains champion. Rollins falls to number 16, and Kevin Owens ranks number 3 with a no decision. Dean Ambrose defeated Corey. Ambrose is no longer in these rankings as he will focus on his newly won Universal Championship. Corey falls down to number 6. Intercontinental Champion is Bobby Lashley. Number 1 contender Bray Wyatt. Number 2 Dolph Ziggler. Number 3 Kevin Owens. Number 4 Bobby Roode. Number 5 Mojo Rawley. Number 6 Corey. Number 7 Jinder Mahal. Number 8 Mike Kanellis. Number 9 No Way Jose. Number 10 Roman Reigns. Number 11 Finn Balor. Number 12, Chad Gable. Number 13, Kurt Hawkins. Number 14, Braun Strowman. Number 15, Baron Corbin. Number 16, Seth Rollins. Number 17, Elias. Number 18, Zack Ryder. And number 19, Tyler Breeze. And finally, the Universal Championship rankings. Braun Strowman defeated Tyler Breeze. Strowman moves up to the number 1 contendership. Breeze is not in these rankings. Bobby Lashley defeated Seth Rollins with no decision for Kevin Owens. Lashley is not in these rankings. Rollins remains at the bottom, number 7. Owens remains at number 3 with a no decision. Dean Ambrose defeated Corey to become Universal Champion. Ambrose, of course, is champion. And Corey falls down to number 3. So your Universal Championship rankings. The Universal Champion, Dean Ambrose. Number 1 contender, Braun Strowman. Number 2, Kevin Owens. Number 3, Corey. Number 4, Finn Balor. Number 5, Jinder Mahal. Number 6, Roman Reigns. Number 7, Seth Rollins. Alright, and now we move on to SmackDown Live, where we see Gerald, who's looking a bit more like the Gerald of old as of late, in action tomorrow night. Yes, we will. He's going to be taking on Sin Cara, as well as Randy Orton in triple threat action. So it's going to be a 2-for-1 special tomorrow night. SmackDown Live and 205 Live. We'll kick things off on SmackDown Live with Gerald versus Sin Cara versus Randy Orton in triple threat action. And then we'll kick things over to 205 Live for our second match of the night. Andrew Spud Strong in action against whoever the game books him against. But that is going to do it for episode 106 tonight. If you enjoyed tonight's episode, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you do not miss a single WITM stream. If you would like to become a WITM member yourself, head on over to the link in the description and head over to our WITM website. There you'll find information on WITM, including how to become a member, with your own custom character, custom entrance, custom storylines, and custom promos. Until episode 107 tomorrow night, with Gerald in triple threat action and Andrew Spud Strong in Cruiserweight action on 205 Live. This is Corey with WITM Car Wrestling, signing off.